What is going on, YouTubers? For ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review. Where I'll be giving you AEW Dark Elevation results that took place on April 12, 2021. And takes place in Jacksonville, Florida, with Tony Schiavone and Paul White as the commentators. And on the show here, we have Excalibur, who's on commentary as well, which we'll get to that part of it when we get to it. And this was featured around routines to Miro, Thunder Rosa versus Diamante. Can't make it was even on the show, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And yeah, let's get right into the show here, folks. Not a moment to lose. The opening match was Zack Clayton. Now they say he on commentary that he was part of AEW last year. I had no memory of it. It seems to be on January of last year. They may have said either this year. I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much to it, but he this guy he's tall. Taller than his opponent, which ends up being 10 of the Dark Order, being accompanied by -1. So yeah, looking at this guy, he was I don't know how tall 10 is, but Zack Clayton, he was tall. Don't worry about that. But either way, the match itself was pretty decent. Zack Clayton got in the face of -1, and -1 gives him a slap in the face. And then the match still continue on for the next minute or two, and then Preston got the win with the submission win, for Nelson. So yeah, I'm about to say. And also, they also hyping up the Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky match, which I really wasn't that enthusiastic of that hype in either way. Not because of Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss, but because that's the best you got for Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. And they made reasons of it too, of why it was done that way, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But that's not here or there. Miro goes up against Hayden Bachman, and Miro wins. Not much to say about the match. I mean, he got some offense, but it wasn't enough because Miro is being booked like a monster here, and know what to say. Like I said, Hikaru Shida, the AEW Women's World Champion, and Dante, they're being covered by -1 as they go up against Catalina Perez, and Layla Gray. And the match I thought was pretty decent, with obviously Hikaru Shida and Conti going over. And yeah, Hikaru Shida won with the katana, which is the knee strike she does. But the way she does it is like she's going to, she's pulling out the samurai sword, and then boom, going this striking knee up first. So the Hybrid 2, Nicole and Jack Evans goes up against Carly Bravo and Dean Alexander. In the match, I thought it was solid for what it was. Didn't last that long, but in the end, it was TH2 getting the win. We go backstage and we see Dasha Gonzalez, interviewing Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa talks about how she agrees of Diamante pertains to having a target on her back, and not only that she is the best in AEW, but she is the best in the world. Pertains to Thunder Rosa of what she does. Talks about the hard work that she puts in, and talks about the trash in Spanish, as she's basically just talking in Spanish, talking all that trash to Diamante, and says to her that she's ready whenever Diamante wants it, and we'll get to the match later. So good promo there from from Thunder Rosa, Orange Cassidy being accompanied by Chuck Taylor, Chris Stanlander, and Trent versus John Skyler. So Orange Cassidy had a match against John Skyler. Match didn't last that long. But yeah, John Skyler did show what he was we could do in the ring. But in the end, at the end of the day, Orange Cassidy made it look easy in the match, and he got the win. And not much to say. After the match, though, they did a hug where you got to get the people what they want. Now, with Excalibur being there, I'm surprised he wasn't part of that match to say that. During that week, a Rising Star profile features the captain, Shawn Dean. Shawn Dean talks about his time in the Navy and the life lessons he learned. He talks about his football career and notes that he started wrestling at the age like around 29 or 30 years old. He opens up about his family and the lack of finance that he was struggling with. And he talks about how he wanted to make it in pro wrestling, no matter what happened. And he felt like he was on getting that drive in of him being in the indie promotions and all that. And then the pandemic hit, unfortunately. But AEW still gave him a call, to do what AEW wants him to do. He's got to do. And he reads the tweet that Tony Khan tweeted him, where Tony Khan announced that he was signed to AEW. He reveals that he got fired in days of his job for being at an AEW loop before he was officially signed, and that was basically the story of it. And they showed a lot of footage of his matches they had from the indies, especially one from Ring of Honor, which I don't remember if I watched his matches in Ring of Honor before at the time, but yeah, he was also part of Ring of Honor too. And I like him too, by the way. Shawn Dean, like how he wrestles, like how he carries himself too, especially that he did serve for for the Navy. And the reason why he did it is because after what happened on 9/11, unfortunately, So yeah, he's following his dream as a professional wrestler, and he's making the best of it and capitalizing on what he can do. And good for him. Good for Shawn Dean. So for that, I salute to Shawn Dean, the captain. Someone also served in rotates to serving. Danny Limelight, which they're going to tell us about him, which we'll get to when we get to it. I'm assuming it was the next Elevation show, which by the way, this is episode 5 of it. Last time I did episode 4, which I don't remember if I mentioned it, but I'll mention it right now. And the one I'm assuming that they're gonna talk about Danny Limelight next, pertains to the to the Rising I'm trying to remember what it's called now. Rising Star. Okay, yeah, Rising Star. They're gonna talk about him too, about about his profile. So, but then for Danny Limelight, he goes up against this wrestler from Japan. They say he wrestled for All Japan and for Pro Wrestling Nova. He goes by the name of, I think he also wrestled for DDT Wrestling as well, which is also in Japan. But he goes by the name of Konosuke Shita. And I think he's gonna be part of AEW. I don't know if he is or not, but if he is, it's because of Kenny Omega, obviously, because Kenny Omega, is he's got a lot of big influence, especially with him being the executive vice president of AEW, and wouldn't surprise me if Kenny Omega brought this guy in to be part of AEW. So the match happens, and this was the match where Excalibur was in the match, by the way, where he's giving us some backgrounds about Takeshita. And the match between Takeshita and Limelight, it was pretty good, especially with Dan Limelight wrestling a couple matches for Japan Pro Wrestling Strong. And yeah, this match was just back and forth action, nothing but strong style in the way. And I loved it. I loved the match. And in the end, obviously it was Takeshita getting the win with a wheelbarrow German suplex with a bridge, and it was nice. And and those are basically going for Dan Lambert went for a 50 roll up, but then that's when the counter attack happened with with Konosuke Shusuke or I think it's he pronounces Konosuke maybe. But yeah, but he got the win. He got the win, and that was not the last time we seen him from. We'll get to him later on. But yeah, it was that was next to what happened later on. This was the best match on the card there for Elevation from this edition for April 12th. So we get to George Janela and Sonny Kiss warm up for that match. George Janela points out out the camera as he says that 2 girls wants to suck his nipples. That's what he said. And he wants to show Sonny Kiss, but Sonny Kiss tells him that we have to get ready for our match against Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. And then Joey Janela says, these girls can wait. About it, he thought they were wrestling 2 Puerto Rican guys. I'm assuming. And then George Janela said, the girls can wait. We're going to take care of Paige and Sky, and we'll get to that momentarily. Yeah, I was not a fan of this segment, folks, and for that reason. Now, for whoever these girls are that want to suck George Janela's nipples, yeah. And I wonder how George Janela's girlfriend feel about that after hearing that. Anyways, we get to Jay Leland and Midis Black. Basically, there's these 2 circus freaks guys, whatever. But they went up against FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood, being covered by Tully Blanchard and Warlow of the Pinnacle. And the match itself, it was solid, but FTR wins. That's the important thing right there. It was FTR winning, and not much to say. Death Triangle, Pac and Rey Fenix versus Andre Montoya and Very Morales. And the match itself was pretty good. A pretty good tag team match. And obviously this was built up for Death Triangle of Pac and Rey Fenix getting the win and gaining momentum where it tends to go up against the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, which we'll get to that review of it when we get to that point. But yeah, this match was pretty good with obviously Death Triangle winning. So Baron Black versus Dante Martin. Match itself, it was pretty decent with Dante Martin winning. Both guys looked good in the match, so not much to say about it. Like I said, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, they are backstage, looking at the air, basically look at the up in the ceilings because we're to the opponents, because they bring up points about how Sonny Kiss and George Janela does have the best singles records. They lack singles records. And they end up getting a TNT title shot, which it was true. George Janela, who doesn't win matches that much, same thing with Sonny Kiss, and they end up getting a TNT title shot. George Janela, when he went up against Darby Allin, and then with Sonny Kiss when he went up against Cody Rhodes, and that was all, pertains to with Sonny Kiss and George Janela, during the singles matches, their matches were not the best records when it pertains to getting wins. They always lose. So Ethan Page is wondering why is it that when he's getting wins, Scorpio Sky, I mean Ethan Page meant to say, and he hasn't gotten a shot of it, and he's wondering what happened to Scorpio Sky's rematch. Where's he going to get his rematch? So they decided they're going to take anything and everything that they want in AEW, and they plan on winning against Sonny Kiss and Scorpio Sky. I mean Sonny Kiss and George and excuse me. And they said that get used to it because that's it. That's just the way it's going to be. And Scorpio Sky snapped his fingers and then it went black. So I guess now he's got magic tricks. Okay. But the promo was alright. not what to say other than I still like the promo though. It was alright. I just don't get why they're a tag team. I get it too. Why they're not getting the opportunities that they should be getting. Ethan Page just got there. He needs clip wins before he gets anything. Same thing with Christian Cage. In that way, he's just got there. If he wants to get a shot at the world title, he's got to win matches first. So, anyways, we get to Dr. Britt Baker DMD with Rebel, not Reba, going up against Sky Blue. My first look of Sky Blue, she's small. The reason I say it because Britt Baker is tall. But I think Blue Sky is taller than Marco Stunt. I guarantee you that she is taller than Marco Stunt. And I think she's also even taller than Layla Hirsch. And who else could I put in there? That's known to be a rookie trained in the in the Nightmare Factory by Cody Rhodes. I already forgot her name. Because she wrestled against Britt Baker too, by the way, back on Dark. But this is Dark Elevation. So, Dr. Britt Baker DMD versus Sky Blue, and the match was good. I thought the match was pretty good, and Sky Blue looked pretty good. Now, obviously, Britt Baker won, and as she should. She won with the curse stomp, by the way. After the match, Tony Schiavone got in the ring to interview her, and Britt Baker calls out the BS about the ranking system that is broken, and she hopes that that she makes the rankings after her win on over Blue Sky. I mean Sky Blue. Excuse me. And that was it. All right, next we get to Andrew Palace and Cole Carter. They go up against Nick Comoroto and QT Marshall with Aaron Solo at ringside. And match itself was pretty decent. So this is the beginning where it turns to this new faction, by the way. And by the way, the new faction it was announced during this episode of Dark Elevation. They're called the Factory. QT Marshall leading guys like Anthony Ongogo, Aaron Solo, and Nick Comoroto. And the best name they came up with was the Factory. First the Pinnacle, which I'm still not a fan of that name. Now the Factory. Well, hopefully this factory means they're going to be building up more members into the this factory faction. But anyways, they won the match though. Yo, Nick Comoroto and QT Marshall. Mike Sadell versus Michael Nakazawa, which I think they call him by now MT Nakazawa, wherever the MT stands for, whatever. And the same thing with him. He's got his stuff on, the headset. He's got his laptop with him. He's got an Apple there, whatever, for a reason. And I'm not a fan of this gimmick of his. And I wasn't a fan of this match either. So Mike Sadell won. Moving on. But yeah, after the match though, Nakazawa hits him with the MacBook, but Mike Sadell no sells it. And then Nakazawa runs away. Wow, what a great gimmick. We go backstage and we see Rey Fenix getting pumped up as he's speaking in Spanish, and then Pac basically cuts him off and says, you're getting too worked up there, and basically warns the Young Bucks about hope what you saw over Rey Fenix and Pac, what they did. It's going to be a sample of what's going to happen to them at Dynamite when they beat them for the AEW World Tag Team titles, and we'll get to that when we get to it. So, nothing to say about the promo. Legit Layla Hirsch versus Shayna. Match happens, ends up being pretty decent, and it was a weird match because Shayna was acting like a heel in this match. And I see myself, why? What proper had this type of attitude? And then the match was over with Leah Hirsch getting the win with the cross arm breaker, submission move. And after the match, Leah Hirsch is trying to show some sportsmanship, but Shayna was not having any of it, and it was getting each other's faces and all that. And Shayna leaves. She leaves to the face side of it, of the tunnel. And so like this is weird because are they gonna are they trying to tell us that she's gonna return a heel because she's not getting any opportunities? Is that what we're going to do by the way? Because we haven't seen them that much on AEW. I don't know. I don't know. They're not doing a good job of telling the story here, folks. When it pertains to Shayna, and then it pertains to Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I just don't know. I don't know. Alex Marvez, he interviews. Again, let me try to pronounce them again. Konosuke Takeshita. He interviews him after his victory over Danny Limelight. All of a sudden, Kenny Omega shows up and basically tells Alex Marvez to leave because this is this is a job for me and MT Nakazawa to do this whole thing where it pertains to Kenny Omega talking in English while Nakazawa's translate to tell Konosuke what Kenny Omega is saying. So this is what Kenny Omega was saying to him. He says he he recognizes talent when he sees one, and notes that the Sadells has been a thorn in his ass, been a trouble for him in a way. You're basically asking Konosuke to help him out with that whole Sadell's situation, and Konosuke he does agree to it. And Kenny Omega is saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't talking about you and me being a tag team against the Sadell brothers. I'm talking about you and Nakazawa." And he was not pleased with that idea. And Kenny Omega said, "It's decided because he is the the executive vice president and all, and yeah, that was all she wrote with that whole thing. So yeah, that's gonna be the match now. Am I looking forward to that? No, because Nakazawa with his new gimmick now sucks. I hate it. It's garbage. It's trash. It's a dumpster fire. It needs to die. It needs to go into the trash because, well, you know what that means. But of all seriousness, yeah, it sucks. I was disappointed too, by the way. I would love to see Kenny Omega and Konosuke be a tag team against the Sadell brothers for next Dark show. Dark Elevation, but nope. It's gonna be Nakazawa. Brandon Cutler going up against Penta El Zero Miedo, being covered by Pac and Rey Fenix of Death Triangle. So match happens, decent match. Obviously Penta El Zero Miedo won. During the match though, Brandon Cutler got bust open from the nose because of the pump handle. Can't remember how it was done. Oh yeah, the pump handle driver. That's what it was. Which the back of the leg of Penta hitting the nose of Brandon Cutler. That's what caused him to bleed. And the match continued on for a good minute, and then it was finally over with the fear factor that Penta Zero Mil did. After he did the just snapping the arm that he loves to do. And yeah, and after the match, the triangle was sobering as they had Brandon Cutler, as he's expense, and all that. And I was saying to myself, where are the Young Bucks? Their high school friend, the high school best friend that they've known for a long time, and no sign of the Young Bucks helping out Brandon Cutler when it pertains to the triangle, making fun of him, because he's always busted up and all that, and he got beaten and all that. Some friends. Diamante versus Thunder Rosa. This match was good. It was a good match. And the best part about this match being good, Diamante sold everything in this match against Thunder Rosa. Unlike Ivelisse. Just saying. And Thunder Rosa returned her favorite too. Retains selling for Diamante as well. But yeah, this was a good match though. A better match than Thunder Rosa and Ivelisse had from that Dynamite show. Because now I think about it too and all, where Ivelisse didn't want to be professional and to sell the moves that Thunder Rosa was doing to her. Yeah, so Diamante, better performer, better seller, better storyteller, better professional than Ivelisse. And she's capitalizing and seizing the opportunity that AEW is giving her, and hopefully that'll mean something for Diamante in the future, for AEW Women's World Championship title. But we'll see. But Thunder Rosa got the one at the end of the day. So yeah, and also Thunder Rosa versus Diamante. I wouldn't mind seeing this match again if they do it on Dynamite. I wouldn't mind seeing this again. I thought they had a good match. So this was the second best match on the card there, in my opinion. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky versus Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. In the match, I thought it was pretty decent. With Sonny Kiss, not Sonny Kiss. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky winning. Excuse me. I was saying Sonny Kiss because I believe it was Sonny Kiss who took the pinfall here in this match with the Eagle's Edge. Yeah. Kiss did get the loss here, so yeah, there you go. So Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky getting the win because they're being built up and because they're disgruntled and all that, and yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Cesar Bononi and Ryan Nemeth with JD Drake versus the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent, being accompanied by Chris Stanley and Orange Cassidy. This was the main event, and main event itself, I thought it was solid. And I'll think to myself too, by the way, as I'm watching Cesar Bononi, Ryan Nemeth, and JD Drake, I see myself, what happened with Peter Avalon? Because he was supposed to be with Cesar Bononi and Ryan Nemeth. Now also we see JD Drake, I meant to say. Now we see that JD Drake is now added into this pretty picture and all. Where's Peter Avalon's been? Because he's supposed to be part of this whole thing. Now I'm not complaining that he's not there. I don't mind him not being there at all because I really don't care to see him. I'd rather see these guys together than to see Peter Avalon being a leader of these guys. But it makes me wonder what happened with him. I don't know. I just don't know. But hey, I'm not complaining that much. I rather him not be there. But anyways, in the end, the match, like I said, was solid at best. But Best Friends won the match, and then they hugged because you got to get the people what they want. And I'm surprised again. As Cobra being there at one point, commentating on the match with Dan Limelight versus I gotta remember his name again, Konosuke Takeshita. I'm surprised he wasn't commentating this match either. Since the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy and all that. Because it's all about hugging it out and all that because you got to get the people what they want. I'm like, come on, where's that at? So, whatever. But hey, H25 did it, but it's just not the same while Excalibur saying it. So, but there you go, folks. Not much to say about the match. It was a main event, so, and that will conclude your AEW Dark Elevation Episode 5 from April 12th, 2021. 17 matches worth of Tomahawk Wrestling for AEW Dark Elevation Episode 5. And my overall rating for the show, I'm going to go with a 7.5 out of 10. And there you go. Not much to say about the show itself. So, that being said, thank you for watching. No plugs, no sign-outs, no any of these phrases whatsoever, because I'm trying to play catch up pertains to AEW you know reviews and all. So that being said, it's Natural Born Thriller saying peace on the streets, and you all take care.